Coming up on this edition of Carolina Insider, a new way of getting to the city of Columbia without contributing to global warming.
There definitely will be a time in the future where ride jaunt's not just microtransit.
Want to get more engaged on campus? A new host of opportunities lined up and down Green Street to get students involved. But first, oral arguments at the Supreme Court will determine the fate of President Biden's student loan forgiveness plan. Carolina Insider starts now. Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm Chanel. Our top story today, if you live in Columbia, your water bill may rise. According to the state newspaper, the city of Columbia needs to spend more than $150 million to comply with the federal plan to limit toxic forever chemicals. These chemicals can cause harm to people over time, but are currently unregulated at the state and federal level. The money would be used to add a water filtering system to meet expected federal limits on such chemicals. Some city officials are not sure that there is enough knowledge on the issue to warrant the investment. It is unknown how high water bills would rise if the system is implemented. The future of President Biden's student loan forgiveness plan is now in the hands of the Supreme Court. 40 million Americans are eligible. According to the state newspaper, more than 680,000 South Carolinians qualify for loan forgiveness. This decision could forgive up to $20,000 of debt per person. South Carolina is one of 6 Republican states arguing against loan forgiveness, saying the president does not have the authority to forgive student loans. This decision is expected by late June or early July. We all know registered nurses are short in supply, so the University of South Carolina is trying to help with the new project. The College of Nursing at USC and Lexington Medical Center broke ground on a new facility last week. It includes a nursing simulation center and teaching space for clinical trainings. The hospital will build the facility and provide instructors. USC is funding equipment and furnishing for clinical trainings and classrooms. It is expected to open in 2024. Looking to get involved on campus? It's not too late to join a student organization. On Tuesday, a surprise student organization fair was held on Green Street. Organizations hope to spark interest in their clubs by chatting with students who pass by. If you wanted to pie someone, ballroom dance, or participate in cancer research, the student organization fair had it all. Due to more clubs wanting to participate, the Leadership and Service Center decided to hold a second event. The president of Turning Point USA says fairs like this impact their membership.
When you have all the new incoming freshmen, our numbers, and I'm sure for other organizations as well, definitely go up.
USC has over 550 student organizations to choose from. If you missed the event, you can check out a full list of clubs on Garnet Gate. Are you looking for a cheap way to get around Columbia while being kind to the environment? Jaunt electric vehicles are funded by ads so that you don't have to pay a cent. Here with more on that is today's Soda City Scene is Haley Bowick.
That's right, Chanel. If you're looking for a new way to get around town, the Jaunt rideshare service has made its way into Columbia. It's a cloudy day at USC, but Keith Gass enjoys the fresh air with his team, including his dog Linus. His other dog sits in the backseat of an electric vehicle parked nearby. The vehicle is owned by Jaunt, a Charlotte-based rideshare company Gass helped launch in 2016.
Being around the concerts and the sporting events is bar none, my favorite, just the energy of it.
Unlike other transportation services, Jaunt vehicles are fully electric and are covered in advertisements. The ads generate revenue for the company, making the service free for riders. The Jaunt regional manager says drivers can make over $20 an hour, with most of the money coming from optional tips from riders.
Game days are really good, concerts and stuff. People are very generous.
Jaunt picks up riders anywhere between campus, downtown, the Vista, or 5 Points. Ordering Jaunt is pretty easy. All you have to do is text their number, tell the driver where you're headed, and they'll come pick you up. Gass looks forward to hopefully expanding the company as electric vehicle use advances.
There definitely will be a time in the future where ride jaunt's not just microtransit.
Until then, Gass and his team are looking for happy days to take their next riders to their destinations. With 4 vehicles in Columbia, Jaunt drivers are ready to take you on the next short journey. Back to you in the studio, Chanel.
Thank you, Haley. There are a lot of events coming up this week, and we've got those for you on today's Carolina calendar. Spring break is around the corner, and the Koger Center has a few shows. The Dub Chamber will play the blues at 7:30 tonight. The dress code is formal attire, so be sure to dress to impress. If you're looking to work up a sweat, the Spurs Up 5K Sprint starts at 8 tomorrow morning. The Spurs 5K is hosted by the USC Alumni Association. All proceeds will support student scholarships for its 50th anniversary. Jesus Christ Superstar is coming to Columbia for 2 nights. Join them at 7:30 either this Tuesday or Wednesday. That's it for this edition of Carolina Insider, a student production here in the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio in the School of Journalism and Mass Communications. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here Friday.